The buzz around repeated low-level red light therapy for myopia is growing, but is it safe? At APAO 2024, we caught up with myopia clinician scientist Professor Mingguang He to dive deeper into the research surrounding repeated low-level red light therapy and why he trusts the technology and its safety profile to control myopia in his clinic's patients.
First of all, myopia is a huge problem. We're talking about in high school graduate, like for example, in Hong Kong, Japan, China, all these East Asia countries. The prevalence is around 90% among the high school graduate. And more importantly, a lot of people, when they reach 18 years old, they already become high myopia, -6 diopters. The challenge for our ophthalmology practice is how to slow down myopia progression so that they won't become high myopia when they reach adulthood. The second challenge is that there are too many options. But a lot of these options come with efficacy benefit, but also side effects as well. RLRL, or repeated low-level red light therapy, I think it's a new category of myopia treatment. Before we have pharmacology like atropine, optical solution like DIMS or AutoK. Now this is a light therapy, become a new category for myopia control. It's a red light, but it's a low-level laser. The wavelength is 650 nanometer. We use this light as a way to treat. And then it actually treat the patient multiple times. That's why we call it repeated. Twice a day, and each section about 3 minutes. In order to implement this, we designed this as a home use device. So the patient actually bring this home, and then they use it after breakfast, before going to bed, so twice a day. So the mechanism is to increase the metabolism and the blood flow of the fundus, in particular on the choroid, as a way to alleviate the scleral hypoxia. When we run a clinical trial in China, we basically randomize study participants into two groups, single vision spectacle, another one is a red light. And then we compare the efficacy on myopia progression in 1 year's time. We observe a substantial axial elongation control, 70%, but if the compliance is good, it can be 80%. If you do this red light therapy 7 days a week, so the control can be 90%. So this is an amazing result we observed. In 1 year's time, we observed that 20%, 1 out of 5 patients, they have an axial shortening, greater than 0.05 millimeter axial shortening. And then we also document or measure the choroidal thickness changes. We understand now the choroidal thickening only explains 30% of the axial shortening. But most of this axial shortening is because of the scleral remodeling. And we're actually working on experiment to prove what's the exact mechanism for this scleral remodeling. We are very carefully measure rebound in the red light. So in China, we run rebound study. And then we proved that actually the rebound is quite modest. The rebound is similar to the progression in the control arm, meaning this rebound will take quite a long time to neutralize the treatment benefit you receive in the first 1 year or 2 years. In terms of safety, we've got to understand what kind of intervention we talk about. This is fundamentally a low-level laser. The level of the energy is only 0.29 milliwatt. So we actually use this very low-level energy to stimulate the metabolism or the blood flow of the fundus. This product has been approved by many regulatory bodies, like for example, CE, United Kingdom, in Australia. There's so many in Kabbalah clinical trial. Among all these clinical trials, we never found any cases with severe adverse events. We could early adopter. We recommend them to try the red light on the patients who respond poorly on the current treatment. For example, a lot of children respond to low-dose atropine or to autokeratology very poorly. So then we can try it. Or some children, they're difficult because they got an early onset of high myopia, like 5, 6 years old, -6. So what to do? And then you try red light, you see the efficacy and the safety in your patient, that will build your confidence. Because in the early onset myopia, the parents, they don't want their children wear glasses. With the red light, they reverse the myopia a little bit, so they don't need to wear glasses anymore. So the number one thing is identify the proper patient, pay attention to safety. But then secondly, I believe in the future, myopia red light therapy will become a mainstream in controlling myopia because the effect is so strong, and in fact, the safety is quite good. So it will combine with other treatment like auto-K or DIMS to create a new treatment scheme for our patients.
The clinical evidence for both the efficacy and safety of repeated low-level red light therapy is out there, and it's growing. There are many pieces to the myopia control puzzle, so contact an iRising rep or head to their website to learn about their myopia management device today.